Welcome to this week's episode of Maryland FBLA's 5-Minute Fridays. My name is Joey Weiland, and I'm currently serving as the 2018-2019 Maryland FBLA State Secretary Treasurer. This week, we're going to be talking about running for state office. Running for state office and being a state officer is a wonderful way to learn valuable leadership skills, make new friends, forge lasting memories, and most importantly, have a good time. If you're passionate about FBLA and motivated to work hard, I highly recommend running for state office. First, to be a state officer, you must have at least 1 year remaining in high school, so the oldest you could be is a high school junior, and you must have an officer position in your local chapter, and you must maintain a 2.5 GPA or above in all of your coursework. If you do satisfy these requirements and want to run for state office, I would now decide what role you would like to run for. There are 10 positions available every year: President, Vice President, Secretary Treasurer, Reporter Historian, Regions 1 through 5 Vice President, and Parliamentarian. On the Maryland FBLA website, in the resource section, is the State Officer Candidate Handbook. In the handbook, there are complete descriptions of the duties and responsibilities of all the roles I listed before, and a detailed, complete process of running for state office. You should review the candidate handbook prior to starting your application process. Especially if you are running for Region VPs or State Parliamentarian, I would highly recommend reviewing the handbook, as your requirements for office are slightly different than those for other offices. The next portion of the application process is the application itself and supporting materials. By February 1st, using the WUFU link provided in the appendix of the candidate handbook, you must submit your state officer application, state officer certification statement, essay on why you were seeking state office, high school transcript, and resume. The next part of the process of running for state office is new for 2019, and it's the candidate interview and screening meeting. This meeting is Saturday, February 23rd, and is a requirement. If you cannot attend, you cannot run for state office. Upon preliminary acceptance of application materials, candidates will be required to submit qualifying information. This includes, but is not limited to, writing an article for submission to a publication, demonstrating ability to manage social media, writing a business letter, demonstrating knowledge of parliamentary procedure, or writing a newsletter article. At the meeting, candidates will be interviewed by the candidate screening committee, deliver a prepared speech to the committee, discuss your additional qualifying information, and complete an objective test on general FBLA PBL knowledge. Upon approval for candidacy after this meeting, you'll be required to submit your campaign materials for approval. These materials include a final copy of your campaign speech, a final copy of your campaign brochure, literature, and any handouts. All handouts must be properly labeled with your name and office sought. Campaign booth materials, generally we recommend trifolds or freestanding displays, as you are not allowed to hang anything on the walls in the hallway. A financial statement, and lastly, a description of any audio or video that will be used at your campaign booth. Once these items are approved, you are ready to attend the Maryland FBLA State Leadership Conference and run your campaign. At the conference, candidates will have several requirements. First, each candidate, alongside their advisor and campaign manager, must attend a final candidate meeting. After the meeting, campaigners will be able to set up their campaign booths. It is recommended that you or your campaign manager/representatives man your booth during all campaign hours. Candidates are also required to deliver their 2-minute campaign speeches at the state officer campaign rally to all voting delegates. Candidates for non-Region VP elected positions will also deliver their speeches at the opening session to all attendees. Lastly, all candidates must attend the voting session, where they will be introduced a final time to all voting delegates, and delegates will cast their vote. The winners are announced and inducted into state office during the awards session on the final day of the conference. That is the process of running for state office, and I hope all interested members take advantage of the opportunity. Win or lose, it's a fantastic learning experience. Next week, Mahima Pandey will be giving us a recap of the regional leadership conferences. This is Joey Weiland signing off from this week's episode of Maryland FBLA's 5-Minute Fridays. Thank you.